Getting ready for game number 4, Elevate. So far, looking for the sweep. They have been so dominant. Denial has not been able to answer back at all, man.
Denial, 16-0 map count coming into this match. Lost their first 3 maps. You do the math at home. Elevate is currently up 3-0 in this series. Dominant performances, 204 to 201 the first map. Not really a strong performance. You look at the score. Denial makes a lot of that time up though in the last. So Elevate's able to get control of that. Scores a lot more lopsided. 6-1 Elevate in the SND. 8-6 Elevate there in the uplink. You never got the feeling that Denial was going to make a comeback. And just looking at their faces there on your screen, they look slightly defeated there, maybe.
They do. They really do. And I guess looking forward to Drift, who do you need to step up? Is this you just need a big game from Slasher? Is there anything particular that you really want to request or really want here from Denial?
Slasher, I feel like, is their big-time player. And he's won events before. He's played on the bigger stages. He's the guy you need to come up with a big game in this moment. You have the young guys. They're great. Classic. He hasn't had the best of series, but yeah, he's been a strong performer throughout all of AW. Slasher's their big name player. At this moment in time, this is what you need Slasher to put the team on its back, have a big game.
Especially a map that is so Val-centric like this. Let's see how they go. Off the rip we go. Octane going to be getting a kill with a nade early on. Slasher going to be able to pick one up right away to answer back. It should be some early control coming in from the now. It's going to be Classic first man, and he's also able to pick up a kill. Let's see if they can soak up some time, some shots coming in from the cross window.
Classic in the hard point first, going to give Denial a little bit of an early lead. It's going to be Elevate taking it back, but Maven, 3rd and 4th hill on this map. Those are your 2 money hills. You get into the ski shop first, you're able to hold it down, lock it down with balance from a distance. Over on the Christmas tree area of the map, and then in the mall side, you're able to get control of that early. Player's going to have to push down that alleyway in towards the mall. It's going to be very difficult for players to get in there. Going to be looking for those 2 hills. Who controls those? Go on to win the game.
Hook able to take out one. Temp and Slasher also on your kill feed. They've got an early 10-point advantage here. 60 seconds into this one, and now we're going to be rotating over to security. Let's see if Slasher and company are able to hold this down. Hook will be your first man in. Val out. They see them pushing from this side street. He's going to be taken out almost immediately. They're able to answer back. TJ Haley is going to get in for a moment. Can he win a gunfight? No, he's going to fall.
They get no time out of that. Very fast break there by Denial. Now the AR is gonna get posted up, and this could get dangerous for Elevate. You have Slasher and Temp. Temp switches over the ASM1 on most maps now, able to bring the ball out. We saw how dominant he used to be in that role. Now running it here with Slasher, a great combo AR team. Temp's putting in work here, sitting at 8-6.
And that's where I think, actually, I don't even know who has the edge here. Are these all bow maps, something like this, or Parliament? When you have the Rockabouts, look at every player in this game, I think, can run one effectively. You don't really have too much of a weakness there. I guess I give a slight edge there to Denial. Let's see if they're able to take that through and get the victory.
You give Denial the edge in AR gun playing. Without
Octane's so strong. Saints is amazing with it as well when he wants to pull it out.
Temp's KD, when he was running the bow,
was absurd. Yeah, he's like, I had a 30-5 hardpoint. How are you?
Yeah, it was absurd. Slasher as well. Very good AR player. We've seen Hook and Classic both be very capable foul players as well. It's going to be Hook in the hill. Denial getting control of that ski shop. I talked how important it was. He's in there alone, though. You see the blue arrow starting to converge on the hard point. He's going to get flanked from behind. It's going to be TJ, former teammate on Stunner top 8.
Stunner top 8.
Now you have TJ in control of the hard point for Elevate.
And the nade coming in. One, not able to get the second. That's going to be Octane with the hipfire, able to take him out. A couple guys in the hard point here. 15 seconds left to work with. Let's see if they're able to rack any points up and try to mount a little bit of a comeback. They're trailing by 30 points here.
Elevate's given up. Elevate's given up the mall. As you see on the top part of your screen, it's going to be Denial spawning inside of there. They're going to try and lock this down with ARs, make up for the time that Elevate just took here at the garbage point of the hill. It's going to be TJ trying to force the issue around the back. He's going to get taken out. Hook, though, pushing out a little bit too far away from the hill. Going to have to go all the way back, and Octane is waiting for him to come right in, but it does not matter. Hook shredding right there, currently on a 4 streak in the hill for Denial as they start to climb out to a pretty big early lead.
All right, let's see if Hook can hold this. They've still got a lot of time to work with. 35 seconds left here. They've got a 30-point advantage as well. just waiting. No one's even getting close.
Nope.
This is your dream scenario. If they can just kill out
The
around
AR's
the
on the
hard point.
outside. Let Hoog play in and around the hills, use his movement to just get easy situations, spin the gun battle on the map, and you're seeing how well and effective he is with
It's been
that.
him and Classic. The Classic's on a 4 streak. He's on a 6 streak. He needs some ammo. There he is, able to fill up here. Let's see, as the rotation's about to come, first side to be over, we're going to see
a lot of the time that
Octane.
Denial, you know, I mean, you look at the score, it's very lopsided, but a lot of that time comes from that hill for Denial. Elevate wins that on the second rotation. I think we can see a close game. This 5th hill going to be bonus points. If Denial can break this, hold it, you put the game almost out of reach. Elevate definitely needs most of this time to make up that really poor Mall hill.
Octane able to nab one. He's got one to his right as well. Going to be traded out, but now the man in the hard point hopping in is going to be Hook. We saw how effectively he did the 4th hard point. What can he
Currently
get done
on a
here?
10 streak,
They're
casually.
doubling
Jinx
him
it.
up. 9 streak just completely crushing right now. 15 and 11. Classic 17 and 12. Really the whole team. I mean, there's no one you can really pick out of this bunch. They're all getting it done objectively and in the slaying department right now.
Yeah, Hoog was on a 10 streak though, Maven. Absolutely crushing. And he's only 17 and 11, so wasn't starting out that well.
That's crazy. He had the 6 streak carrying over from the previous hard point, able to transition that over very, very well. Let's see if the pressure is going to come. Gets an assist on 1, not able to pick up the 2nd. He is going to fall, and with just a couple ticks left, we're going to start on our second side. If it's anything like the first, Elevate.
If it's anything like the first, we won't be here in this map too much longer. Elevate gets absolutely run over there in the first half. I mean, almost an 100-point lead for Denial. This looks like the Denial we were seeing prior to this match all weekend long. They can win this and carry it over. We could possibly see a best of 7.
All right, well, watching Hook here. He's going to get dropped, trying to get near the hard point. You know what a frenzy this top carousel can be. He gets top, tries to push across, not able to get in. See if anyone's able to get any time here. Really, it's just been all Denial. They still have a 100-point advantage, but if you're going to mount a comeback, might as well get some here. They're able to get, what, 20, 30 points, try and bring this one back.
Not a bad hill.
No, not
You're
a bad
Elevate,
hill.
not a bad hill at all. Just try and keep Denial out of it, and they've done a nice job not letting Denial get too much time. Made a little bit of a comeback themselves. They got to set up for hill number 2, but it looks like at least 1 player for Denial, 2 players now, 3. Everybody for Denial is spawning up on this second hill as you see Slack take this garbage time. I tell you what, if Elevate breaks here first early, Maven, they can make up 20, 30 seconds here. We have ourselves a game.
Could not agree more. They're going to see a couple members drop. We're going to watch TJ Haley working around the back with the bow. He sees some pressure coming here. He's going to have 1 in security to his right as well. Tags up 1, tries to dash to his right, able to pick that up, looks back left. Is there anyone home? Not able to get it. So many nades coming in. Survives for as long as he can, but Classic and Hook going to clear out the hard point. 3.5 here left to play. Classic soaking up as much time as they can. I mean, it's been, what, a 100-point advantage, Matt, for the last 3 minutes, really, that they've had control like this. Nothing.
Elevate gets a little bit of control, but never able to hold on. You're really looking at Slacked, 17 and 26, Saints 19 and 32 guys. You really needed to show up on this map to put Denial away. And for a younger squad, these games to eliminate teams, knock them into loser brackets are the hardest ones, those closeout games. It's really easy to win those first maps, but once you get a veteran team on the wall, on the ropes, it's really hard to put them away.
All right, well, let's see if a miracle can happen. There technically is enough time for them to try to come back. But again, still trailing by 100. But this is the ski shop where you might be able to get it done. If they can get the rest of these 45 seconds, how do you feel about it?
They need to hold this, and then they need to rotate and win the next one and make this a 10 to 15-point game going into hill number 5, and then they need to get a miracle.
Yeah, and they got busted there. A couple nades flew in, took out Saints. 2 teammates dropped just around the same time, and now it's being soaked up by Denial. You see Hook whipping around, able to pick one up. He will be getting it uncontested. There's a second, and he's on a 4 streak yet again. How many streaks has this young kid had throughout the course of this game? Playing out of his mind.
He's dominated. Dominated the game from an ASM1 position. Able to get in and around the hard points, just make plays. Hook really the difference maker in this one. And you see Temp, how strong he is with the AR in his hand, 36-27. Now Slasher running the main bow for this Denial squad. Slasher more comfortable running the bow than an ASM1. Temp not as comfortable with the ASM1 as a bow, but there's not enough drop off right there to really hurt them.
Yeah.
And now you really see the dividends pay off when they get a 2 AR map. You get Slasher really kicking into gear and Temp, and this is a tough team to beat.
Well, with 90 seconds left and a 100-point advantage, there is nothing that they're going to be able to do to come back in this one. This is going to be the first win, finally on the board for Denial. Now, we talked about it earlier. Team's down 3-0.
The large mountain to climb, Maven.
There's only been one team to do it. I know we haven't been really rocking best sevens that much in Call of Duty, but it hasn't really been done at all. You just saw a phase versus Epsilon. That's been it thus far. Do you give them a shot? Give me a percentage here, Matt. 5%? 8%?
Yeah, maybe a little bit better than that. You're gonna have
all right, okay.
Gonna have a recovery S&D coming up after this. I really don't. That one could go back and forth. Just thinking about some of the players.
Well, the first S&D was what, a 6-1? Ended in about 3.5 minutes.
I feel like though on recovery, Denial could probably bring out some snipers, make a little bit of a difference. They have some pretty good sniping players. Come back uplink. After that, that's another one where you can run 2 ARs.
Well, think about it.
Really cause some issues.
You have 3
cause
points
some issues on
separating.
there.
You have 3 points separating the game one. You have two tosses up.
This could be a 3-1 Denial right now.
Yeah,
Pretty easy.
They've been very, very close. I know we've been talking about Elevate a lot. I mean, the main reason why they got it to a 3-0 lead, we thought they were Denial-favored maps. But Denial, again, they were 16-0 coming into this. They definitely have the ability to do it, but let's see what they can get going. Finally going to get on the board. Denial, maybe we can get some smiles on their faces. It looks pretty much the same way it did before the game.
It's draining. Come back from a deficit like they're trying to come back from, it is going to be draining. Map by map, after we go to those player cams, they are just going to look even more tired, and it's going to be difficult for them to keep that momentum up. But S&D recovery coming up next, Maven. See if the snipers come into play for Denial.
All right, quick commercial break. We will be right back. S&D next up.